Prime Minister applauds IRC. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Malinta Yopolo. Thank you for joining us. Internal Revenue Commission is set to partner with the Independent Consumer and Competition Commission and Customs to implement the GST zero rating enforcement. This policy is expected to reduce household expenses and support low-income earners.
IRC Commissioner General Sam Koim, in a joint press conference today, said Goods and Services Monitoring System, a significant technological advancement in tax system, is not ready and still in procurement process. However, he said, with the support of ICCC and the customs, they are ready to take on the challenge and implement policy to help the struggling citizens.
We are hoping that this will have a bigger impact. There are some who may not feel the impact at all, but there are many who will feel the impact and they will benefit from this. And some of the big businesses have emailed and corresponded again forward, and some of the issues they've had have been also communicated. We've addressed them. Some of them are willing to really, they're looking forward to it.
Assistant Commissioner for PNG Customs, Nelson Capo, said the customs have the capacity to support the policy.
And of course, we will be tying that within our managing those concessions within our government relief initiatives within our existing Asikoda system.
Principal Analyst for ICCC, Matthew Peckwell, also said the same sentiments.
The ICCC is prepared to assist in any way to successfully implement this government policy.
The zero-rated GST policy will be active as of June 1 and will end on June 30th, 2026. Pakatambua, National EMTV News.
Meanwhile, Prime Minister James Marape commended the Internal Revenue Commissioner for implementing the government policy efficiently.
Prime Minister in a statement said the government is on track to remove goods and services tax on 13 essential household items, basically to deliver a major cost of living relief measure for ordinary Papua New Guineans. He specifically acknowledged the IRC Commissioner General Sam Koim and his team for their proactive role in translating policy into real benefits for the people. He said Commissioner Koim and his team have shown that when a policy becomes law, departments must act. Prime Minister Marape emphasized that these tax reforms are from a broader package of relief measures introduced by his government in recent years to support struggling families. This includes removing project fees from schools, paying tuition fees for elementary to secondary education, support higher education through the Higher Education Loan Program, and offering scholarships for high-performing students to study overseas. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Digital health can make health systems more efficient and sustainable, enabling healthcare workers to deliver good quality, affordable and equitable care. Attending the Digital Health Festival in Australia earlier this month, Paradise Hospital's Director Finance and Administration, Janet Seo, said the festival will help them to use technology to deliver healthcare services. She said digital healthcare offers a huge range of possibilities and may improve the quality of patient care. Mrs. Seos highlighted the traditional model of clinical history, examination, diagnosis, and treatment may be improved by tools such as machine learning, mobile applications and sensors, wearables, and telehealth. She revealed that Paradise Private Hospital will embark into the digital hospital management system to deliver effective healthcare services. Mrs. Sears addressed that artificial intelligence is fast becoming and will definitely change the landscape in healthcare globally, which will help clinicians to focus more on the care of the patients. The Censorship Office Enforcement and Compliance Unit carried out a destruction exercise of illicit items confiscated from various centers throughout the country.
The exercise took place today in Port Moresby with over 1,000 illicit items banned. The illicit items include tablets, films, and sexual enhancement products. Chief Censor Jim Abani confirmed there was an increase of illicit items confiscated this year compared to last year.
The increase that the last time when you saw the destruction was done was just only 1,000, not more than 1,500. It was less than 1,200. Today you have witnessed over 2,000 plus different types of supplements and all items that are classified different categories have gone onto the fire.
Mr. Abani outlined the importance of destroying these products and items that are prohibited in our society.
Such items that are imported from the overseas are prohibited. They are known as prohibited items. These are stuff that the items that are brought in to harm people. And we see it's not right because it's immoral practices that you're going to start encouraging. Videos or pictures that are coming, movies that are coming into the country that we classify to ensure that the movies are appropriate for Papua New Guinean viewers to safeguard their mindsets.
He said most of the items were collected within the nation's capital.
There are different types of people living in this city. And you can see a lot of social issues happening in the city. Probably this could be one of those contributing factors to people having access to unsuitable things and people importing unsuitable products into the country.
Mr. Abani said they will continue to carry out awarenesses to educate the communities on the negative impacts of such prohibited items. Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The public health team in Western Highlands has conducted awareness on regular blood pressure checks, understanding normal blood pressure levels, and recognizing the symptoms of high blood pressure.
High blood pressure.
Public Health Deputy Director Frida Piano said everyone should visit Mount Again Wellness Clinic for checkups annually as hypertension is a silent killer. She said despite its dangers, hypertension can be fully managed and prevented when addressed early as possible. Deputy Director Frida said the checkups are free and urged stakeholders to visit the wellness clinic. With the growing concern over hypertension-related health risk, the campaign served as a crucial step in breaking the silence and empowering people to make informed health decisions. She said the commemoration of World Hypertension Day is a reminder to the public that lifestyle adjustment can lead to significant and positive health impacts. Ms. Piano urged the general public to monitor their blood pressure regularly by eating healthy meals and staying fit. Edward Luke, National EMTV News, Mount Hagen.
The President for the Republic of Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto, has confirmed his attendance for Papua New Guinea's 50th anniversary celebrations.
President Prabowo Subianto has conveyed his letter of confirmation through the Indonesian ambassador Adriana Supandi to attend the Golden Jubilee celebrations come September. Upon receiving the letter, Prime Minister James Marape said PNG will continue to maintain its bilateral relations with Indonesia. He said this while noting the expanded relations into trade and investment, downstream processing of oil palm and nickel, and high-quality technical education scholarship. Marape said Indonesia is the only country where PNG shares 4 types of borders, with which are land, air, river, sea, and a tribal split. He thanked his counterpart for accepting his invitation. In the meantime, Prime Minister has also confirmed the attendance of Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. It was revealed that other important bilateral partners will join in witnessing PNG's 50th anniversary celebrations. Samantha Solomon, National MTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebab saja, ya?
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you,
Yum.
stir fry for you,
and chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennell, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
I'm Martha, and each week on Kai Time, we'll introduce you to local food businesses showcasing their delicious dishes. From the pasta, the white sauce. Plus, you will discover how to make tasty and affordable meals using ingredients from your local markets. Tune in to Kai Time every Wednesday at 7 p.m. right here on your number one to watch, MTV.
You're watching National MTV News. As Papua New Guinea celebrates its 3rd anniversary of Tree Kangaroo Day, NCDC Governor Paul Sparkop urges citizens to take the Tree Kangaroo Day as a national call to action.
Governor Pakop has encouraged citizens to invest in conservation, education, tourism and sustainable development that benefits both people and wildlife. Pakop said a tree kangaroo is a unique symbol of the beauty of the country's natural environment and must be protected.
Importantly, today also reminds us of the responsibility we share as Papua New Guineans. Conservation is not just the domain of scientists and park rangers. It is something that we all can be part of.
He said the Tree Kangaroo Day reminds people of the responsibilities they share as Papua New Guineans.
Choose to protect forests, not to just clear them. For gardens, of course, but it's important that we must recognize that the forest equally belongs to the species that are part of the ecosystem that enables life to be possible.
Lisa Dabek, a conservation biologist, urged citizens to protect species and support communities who live with these species.
And so I'm very proud that with your staff at the Port Moresby Nature Park, that you have done such an amazing job, and we look forward to continuing to work with you to protect tree kangaroos in that way.
Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
The national team to Osaka Expo 2025 reported that Japanese people have shown interest in the display of PNG's scenery and culture.
The expo site in Osaka in Japan is crowded with visitors every day, from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., with 1/3 being foreigners and 2/3 from Japan. This was revealed by Ambassador Gabriel Dusava. Ambassador Dusava said Japanese people wishes to visit PNG. However, their concern is that there are no direct flights from Japan to PNG and no visa on arrival for Japanese passport holders. Minister Maru said PNG's participation at the World Expo in Osaka is a very strategic investment by the government. Ambassador Dusava said the program for the National Day is being finalized, where the Prime Minister James Marape will be the guest of honor and the head of delegation. Meanwhile, for the first time in 50 years, the government of Papua New Guinea, through the Minister for International Trade and Investment, Richard Maru, formally conveyed to the Japanese government that PNG is keen to partner and trade with Japan through a comprehensive economic partnership agreement into the future. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
The upgrading of the access road to Jackson's Airport Air Transport Wing in Port Moresby will see improvements in drainage system and the replacement of unsealed roads.
The project was delivered through the Defence Cooperation Program partnership between Australia and PNG Defence. In the past, there were drainage issues on the road, which previously caused flash flooding, rapid road deterioration, and diminished road usability. The upgrade will include the installation of refurbished drainage systems, replacement of the unsealed road, a footpath and road lights to further improve safety and security for the users. The Chief of Force Preparation, Colonel Craig Solomon, thanked the Australian Defence Force for improving the road. It is noted that the access road will support the PNGDF to deliver on PNG government priorities. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
The Wabek Catholic Diocese is working in partnership with the Yakel clan of Awin tribe in Enga province to establish the Kies Early Childhood Center.
Yakel clan spokesperson Jonis Luma acknowledged the support and leadership of the Wabek Catholic Diocese Bishop Justin Ayin for the construction of a 4-in-1 classroom that will cater for 15 to 18 students per classroom. Mr. Luma said local youths are helping in the construction of the classroom that will assist in the education of the young generation. He has appealed to communities to respect the rule of law and allow developments to take place without compensation demands. The Chaos community hosts several government entities and is part of the Wabek, Eben local level government. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
More than 500 students and staff from Minj Secondary School in Jiwaka province staged a peaceful protest for the current principal to step down due to notable challenges faced by the school.
The school presented their petition to the Provincial Education Board chairman to address the growing concern, one of which is food shortage. Deputy Principal Edward Woigin highlighted the concerns raised, including proper coordination among teachers and ancillary staff.
That person is free and set back. Maybe change in the leadership, change in the management. That's what we want.
Jiwaka Provincial Education Board Chairman Mr. Andrew Cook responded to the school's petition and suspended the school principal to allow the investigation process to commence.
This matter will now go before this Jiwaka Provincial Education Board Disciplinary Committee, and they will deliberate on that.
He adds the surrounding community, teachers, students, and other stakeholders to respect the process of decisions and let classes resume. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Now we take a look at the Nest Fund market report. The kina closed lower at 0.2442 US dollars in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying 0.2367 US dollars, 0.3661 Australian dollars, 0.2020 euro, and 34.81 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed lower, cocoa closed lower, copper closed higher, palm oil closed higher, crude oil is trading higher, and copper closed unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Join us weekly on EMTV News, A Closer Look, the current affairs program that brings you insight for the latest on education, health,
appealing to all the residents.
business,
PNG launched its VPN
politics,
to infiltrate into our systems,
sports, and more.
As we observe the preparations for the women's.
A closer look, Sunday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV.
I know that every man, woman, and child of our new nation shares this moment of pride and happiness.
MTV proudly wishes Papua New Guinea a happy 50th anniversary.
You're watching National MTV News. Hekari Mining Limited is looking at starting community consultation process with the landowners of Misima Mining straight away. OTML Chief Executive Officer Kedi Ilimbit said this following the announcement of the purchase of Misima Mine yesterday.
Chief Executive Officer Kedi Ilimbit made this announcement. Mr. Ilimbit said the community consultation process will cover areas such as investment opportunities, benefit sharing agreement, and community development initiatives. He said the mine, which has been closed for the last 20 years, is still years away from resuming operations. Mr. Ilimbit said the acquisition aligns with OTML's growth strategy to become a multi-mine business. The process is still ongoing and the work will commence once the process is being completed. He highlighted that at the end of acquisition process, OTML will refine the Kingston feasibility study, which will enable them to determine mine plan and level of production, thus analyzing gross revenue. Meanwhile, Samurai Murua district member Isi Henry Leonard has released a statement today announcing his opposition against the acquisition. Pakatambua, National MTV News.
Beekeeping, although not nationally practiced, has been a money-generating avenue for keepers in Eastern Highlands Province.
Beekeepers in Goroka gathered yesterday to celebrate the World Bee Day at the Department of Agriculture and Livestock Office. The World Bee Day is commemorated every 20th of May annually to honor Anton Jansa, a pioneer of modern beekeeping who was born on May 20th. The observations aim to promote actions that will protect the bees and other pollinators to improve their abundance, diversity, and support sustainable beekeeping practices.
It's the day I'm celebrating. And for this year, the theme for this year is, in English, be inspired by nature to nourish us all. So be inspired by nature to nourish us all, highlighting the vital role of bees and other pollinators in food production and ecosystems.
Highlands Department of Agriculture and Livestock Regional Office Director John Jarvis said the event is hosted with funding from the Australian Centre for International Agriculture Research.
The responsibility to take care of the environment in which Mikla sharing one life. So we must be careful in terms of our agricultural practices.
Eastern Highlands beekeepers took part to display their different products and beekeeping skills. The event concluded with special awards being presented to beekeepers in the industry. Lauren Jimal, National MTV News.
International Training Institute is working with a university in Indonesia for its students to pursue degree programs.
Chairman Senthil Kumaran said students who complete 2 years of studies will have the chance to continue with degree programs through the affiliation. Kumaran said ITI also works with 2 universities that are based in Australia.
And also our students get individual based credits at USQ, which is the Southern Queensland, as well. And also we get students going to Griffith University in Australia as well.
He said in country, the Pacific Advantage University and Divine Word University accept ITI students to further their studies.
On informal links we have is with PAU and Divine Word. So they have given us saying that on individual basis they'll accept those students and possible credits into their program. So those are the two we work with at this stage.
Mr. Kumaran said current diploma students are eligible to study degree programs at the James Cook University in Brisbane. The chairman added that the institute is working to connect with government institutions. Jacinta Doctor, National EMTV News.
Lutheran nursing students in Madang province have been reminded of the critical roles of nurses in saving lives during their post-Nurses Day celebration on campus recently.
The students marked their first ever post-Nurses organized by the Student Representative Council. The event was a tribute to the nursing profession and a show of appreciation for the hard work of student nurses preparing to serve Papua New Guinea's health sector. The day featured an energetic lineup of activities including a float around Madang town. SRC President Ben Simbai said the celebration was more than just a gathering. It was about affirming identity and future goals. He shared that this year's event marked a significant improvement from previous years. The students highlighted that post-Nurses Day celebration was not only a fun break from routine, but also a chance to unite students in reaffirming their commitment to the profession. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Two East Pacific artists will travel to New York to participate in the reopening of the newly renovated Oceanic Collections in New York City from May 29 to the 31st. The team got their support from the Murray Y Project and the U.S. Embassy in Port Moresby and the National Cultural Commission.
The story started in 2013 when the project founder for Mariwai visited Kwama territory in the Drakikia district in East Pacific province. After returning to her country in the U.S. in 2014, Shivalin discovered that a ceiling that was in the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York originated from the small village of Mariwai.
That hold objects from this community and they have no idea where these objects are. So that's the first case for the Metropolitan Museum, which I visited again in 2014 and saw this amazing ceiling. And is it a ceiling? Is it a boat? What is it? But I recognize the iconography of these pangal, these sago palm paintings that must be from the river somewhere. And then I came to discover it was from the same tiny village of Mariwai, where they asked me to promise I would come back one day and tell the world that they're artists too.
After a decade of working closely, they will now travel to the U.S. with two artists who are Matthew and Toby from the Kwama territory. In a press conference today, the National Cultural Commission Executive Director Stephen Kilanda thanked the U.S. Ambassador for the support in making possible for the team to travel to the U.S.
Cultural Commission has assisted them with facilitating the passport and all the necessary documents. So I think together with the U.S. Embassy. So at 11 of the other artists will be visiting in September, and the two will be going now to open the Metro Museum.
The ambassador for U.S. in Maria Stishok highlighted the trip for the artist.
You know, the presence at the Met will also ensure, as Shiva has said, that the stories, the spirit, and the soul of your people will not only be seen, but also heard and felt as this is reinstalled.
The two artists shared what they will do at the museum in New York.
New York. Na all spirit, nature, ego partner style hap. Na all fine mibla stop. Na amitlo water show something. Bibo kampla one spirit nature by using the talk mibla talk. By mibla talk.
Bulmbla tumbuna blami kola New York. Oli staff la habia amol karai lang mitubla long by kissing bun blang tumbuna na papa all by mitlagon and joining back in. Or sena mitlago.
They will be in the US for 2 weeks and return to PNG. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Now moving to overseas news. The United Nations Aid Chief has issued an astonishing warning about the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, saying 14,000 babies could die in the 2 days if more aid isn't delivered to the Strip.
Israel's decision to partially lift its humanitarian blockade of Gaza has been somewhat welcomed. You'll find very few people who say it is a bad thing to see aid deliveries being made after 11 weeks of that blockade. The issue is whether or not it is enough to deal with the crisis in Gaza. And certainly humanitarian agencies are warning there are far too few trucks going in to really make a difference. The first trucks have been let in and another 100 have been cleared to cross, but not all have passed through the Kerem Shalom crossing near the Egypt-Israel border. It's a slow process, even slower to then get that aid inside Gaza to the places which need it. And it's prompted this startling statement from the head of the UN's Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs, Tom Fletcher. He's told the BBC what's at risk due to delays and the restrictions, with many of the trucks carrying items such as baby food.
There are 14,000 babies that will die in the next 48 hours unless we can reach them. This is not food that Hamas are going to steal. No, we run the risk of looting. We run the risks of being hit as part of the Israeli military offensive. We run all sorts of risks trying to get that baby food through to those mothers who cannot feed their children right now because they're malnourished.
When he announced the partial lifting of this blockade, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said his country would start to allow a basic amount of food to enter the Strip, a stopgap measure before a new American-backed organisation, the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, starts to distribute aid within Gaza in coming weeks. But he also said it was comments from key Israeli backers, particularly those in the United States, that scenes like these of children scrambling for whatever meagre food supplies they can get could not be accepted. While the Netanyahu government seems prepared to listen to the United States, it is certainly not happy with comments from other countries, particularly the UK, France and Canada, who've threatened sanctions against Israel if it doesn't immediately allow aid in and halt its expanded military operation in Gaza. The UK has now gone a step further, suspending free trade agreement negotiations with Israel and calling in the country's ambassador to express its horror over the situation.
The EU and UK have announced major sanctions to agree to a ceasefire in Ukraine.
After Vladimir Putin's 2-hour phone call with the President of the United States, the Kremlin's spin machine was proclaiming that Russia was serious about peace in Ukraine. But today, a clear indication that the EU wasn't buying it, imposing new sanctions on Russia, a clear indication that the 27 member nations are looking to increase pressure on Moscow.
It takes two to want peace. It only takes one to want war. And Russia clearly wants war, whereas Ukraine wants peace. So in order to make Russia want peace, also we need to put more pressure on Russia.
The United Kingdom says it'll also be imposing those sanctions, saying it'll target Russia's energy exports, its military machine, and the shadow fleet of vessels carrying Russian crude oil, which has already been evading sanctions that were imposed a few years ago. Now, there's no indication that the United States will also look to impose sanctions, but analysts have told us that the greater issue now for Ukraine is the United States' negotiating position with Russia. They tell us they're on the back foot.
Trump has been the one who's made concessions from the outset. He doesn't have any qualms about Ukraine losing territory. He said that Ukraine is not going to get into NATO because the United States will not support it. So I think Putin can feel confident that he's got Trump where he wants him.
Volodymyr Zelensky says it's clear that Russia is just trying to buy time and isn't serious about peace in Ukraine. But he said he's willing to thrash out a peace plan with Vladimir Putin, whether it be at the Vatican, in Turkey or in Switzerland. But it's clear that the Kremlin is still willing to grind it out on the battlefield and let the violence and the war continue.
The European Union is lifting all economic sanctions to Syria in an effort to aid the war-torn country's recovery.
It began imposing the sanctions in 2011 after then-President Bashar al-Assad launched a brutal crackdown on anti-government protests that spiralled into a civil war. The regime was ousted last year by rebel forces. The European Union says it's now time to give the Syrian people a chance to rebuild.
This decision is reversible and conditional also on progress. There can be no peace without the path to economic recovery, and we all need a stable Syria.
The move comes a week after the US suspended its sanctions on Syria following President Donald Trump's meeting with interim President Ahmed al-Sharaa. People in Syria have welcomed the decisions.
Look, we want Syria to succeed. It's been a mess for 10 years and much longer than that. It would not have been. These were very biting. When you look at the sanctions, these were really brutal. And they would have, I would say, zero chance of success. And this way they have a chance.
The EU eased some of its sanctions earlier this year, including on Syria's transport and energy industries. The country's foreign minister says today's new decision will bolster its security and stability.
National EMTV News continues after the break with Ruka Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
This May and June, Port Moresby comes alive with the historic Asia Pacific Month. A spectacular celebration of our shared heritage and unity. Join us as we honor 50 years of independence by celebrating the nations that helped shape PNG. From May 16 to June 21st, experience the cultures and stories of our Asia-Pacific family. Our nationhood was shaped by centuries of connection with our Asia-Pacific family. Now, we celebrate this history together. Taste the authentic cuisines, witness breathtaking performance, and explore our shared history, all in amazing Port Moresby. Don't miss the Asia-Pacific Month, every weekend from May 16th to June 21st. Free entry for all. We work, we inspire, we celebrate.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Hennow, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Join me on House and Home
for all your home and lifestyle improvements.
It's not rocket science. And many of these things too, I didn't go to school, I teach myself.
From Hatok Mom, health and fitness, interest stories, gardening tips, out and about, pet care, and many more. Join me every Tuesday, 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, MTV. Secure your advertising today with MTV. Vocal Fusion Season 12. Book now. Contact our sales team on 312-9200 or email mtvsales@mtv.com.pg.
Trukai Sports.
Welcome to Chuka Sports. The Hekari women's team have returned home today from Tahiti after competing in the Oceania Football Confederation Women's Champions League.
The Hekari women's team touched down today in Port Moresby after a solid run in the OFC Women's Championship League in Tahiti. They finished strong despite missing key players in the grand finals. Coach Eric Coleman gave an insight of the team in the tournament.
People are going to the tournament as a team that we want to win. But unlucky, people no extreme result the last game. But I think people are planning to get something out of the tournament, and hopefully maybe next time. Maybe it's not time yet. The right time is still some time away.
Coach Coleman said the team will now shift focus to the Nations Cup and local league, using what they have learned to improve upcoming international tournaments.
Yes, me come up now, so I may joining team tomorrow. And from there on, me work towards Nations Cup. Girls are in a good pool, a tough pool as well. So, I think most of the players are from here. So. Hopefully we learn a lot from this tournament and we can bring positive stuff into the Nations Cup.
Mr. Coleman said looking forward to the upcoming international friendly with Fiji next week, it would be a very great opportunity for some of the girls to play, which can help us and build us into the tournament. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
The SP PNG Hunters are gearing up to face another tough away game against the second-placed Townsville Black Hawks this weekend.
PNG Hunters' performance last weekend against the North Devils was remarkable, defeating the table leaders by 6 points. Coach Politen said it was a team effort.
It was a team effort. We pushed right to the 80 minutes. So just like North, they're a quality team, and it was really good to see a side of the Hunters that I don't think I've seen in a long time.
He also stressed on the team's preparations for the upcoming match.
We've worked hard on our defence, and I feel like it's showing. We got a lot of new boys compared to last year, but they've been great. They've stepped up. They're doing their own roles, and they're doing it really well.
Aiten commended the team's performance and is looking forward to a tough encounter.
I think the boys have been doing really well. We've given them so much information, and they pick it up. They try. They come. We have some tough days at training and some good days, and the boys just keep turning up with a great attitude, and makes it easier for me. And it's really good to come to work with people that want to keep bettering themselves. So I think if they keep doing that, they're going to keep getting better. And I think we'll put a good performance together this weekend.
Jonathan Sibona, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken the best idea. Yum.
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
At IPI Catering, we understand the intricacies of the environments in which we work, providing innovative, fresh and creative catering solutions. Our experience and commitment is a winning combination, delivering great food anywhere and anytime. IPI Catering, part of the IPI group of companies.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him and walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
I know that every man, woman and child of our new nation shares this moment of pride and happiness.
EMTV proudly wishes Papua New Guinea a happy 50th anniversary.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. It was another action-packed round in the Public Sevens volleyball competition. Round 9 of the Port Moresby Corporate Volleyball in Season 6 delivered exciting rallies, surprising forfeits and dominant wins across all divisions.
Round 9 of Public Sevens volleyball competition that was held saw close matches and several forfeits. In the Premier Men's Division, PNG FM edged out Credit Corps in tied 2-1 win. Parliament, Kinabank, Westpac and NCDC, NWTL1 and CPL all claimed strong. TCS won by forfeit against Customs. For Premier Women, Parliament, BSP, CPL1, Customs and Kinabank secured victories. Government House and Brian Bell won tight matches, while BPNG2 and NCDC also won 2-1 matches. In Men's Division 1, Government House, Forestry Authority, Pacific Industry were among top performers. Coca-Cola and others won by forfeit. Women's Division 1 saw wins from GIS, Department of Education, Hilton Hotel, Lay Lowin Civilian Lawyers, Westpac and TISA also won. Across Division 2 and 3, teams like Department of Education, PNG Ports, Global and Air Niugini led with wins. Mixed Division had mix of result with Elegant Investment Promotion Authority and CPL winning big. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
That ends Trukai Sports. The Money Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom more bundles. Top up now.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Join me every Thursday night as Sportscene brings to you all the local and international sporting updates. Revisiting our legendary athletes,
Hi, this is David Mead.
highlighting our local sports developments across the nation,
All eyes are on Auckland. Now an NRL team based here.
To create a pathway.
and our talented rising stars.
Hi, my name is Gemma Schnobel and you're watching
All the younger ones will follow.
Sportscene, Thursday nights at 7 p.m. only on your number one to watch, MTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
The MoneyPlus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City, partly sunny, then cloudy by evening, with chances of moderate shower and rain and thunderstorm. Daru, cloudy periods, with squally showers and rain and thunderstorm. Kerema, cloudy afternoon with occasional showers and rain and thunderstorm. Alotau, cloudy periods with frequent heavy showers and rain and thunderstorm. And Popondetta, cloudy afternoon with occasional showers and rain and possible thunderstorms. In the Momase region, Ley City, partly sunny to cloudy afternoon with evening heavy showers and rain and thunderstorms. Medang, cloudy periods with frequent evening showers and rain and thunderstorms. Wewak, cloudy with rain periods and possible thunderstorms. And Vanimo, rain periods with thunderstorms, then cloudy tonight. In the New Guinea Island region, Lorengau, partly sunny to cloudy evening with few showers and rain and thunderstorms. Kavieng, partly sunny to cloudy evening with occasional heavy showers and rain and thunderstorm. Kokopo and Rabaul, mostly sunny to cloudy evening with few showers and rain and possible thunderstorm. Kimber, mostly sunny to cloudy evening with moderate showers and rain and thunderstorm. And Buka, mostly sunny to cloudy evening with moderate showers and rain and possible thunderstorm. And in the Highlands region, Mount Agan City, cloudy afternoon with evening heavy showers and rain and thunderstorm. Goroka, Barnes and Kundiyawa, cloudy afternoon with frequent evening showers and rain and thunderstorm. Manditari and Wabek, cloudy periods with frequent heavy showers and rain and possible thunderstorms. And to small ships focused. Waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border, to Daro to Kiwai Island, to Kerema to Yule Island and to Hood Point. Seas 1 to 2 meters. Waters of Samarai Island to Cape Vogel and all Millen Bay Islands. Seas 1 to 1.5 meters. Waters of North Cape Vogel to Uen Gulf to Finschhafen. Seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Finschhafen through Viti Strait to Siasi Island to Dampier Strait. Seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Long Island to Medang to Wewak to Vanimo and northern PNG and Indonesian border, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of Manus and its western group of highlands, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Waters of New Island and Bougainville, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. And waters of New Britain Island, seas 0.5 to 1.5 meters. And to ocean forecast, Coral Sea, seas moderate to rough, east to southeast winds of 20 to 33 knots. Solomon Sea, seas light to moderate, southeast to southerly winds of 10 to 20 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas smooth to slight, east to southeast winds of 5 to 15 knots. And Pacific Ocean, seas smooth, east to southeast winds of 5 to 15 knots.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Wednesday, 21st of May 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.